Hi everyone. Let us look at the games played by the winners of yesterday's tournament, beginners and intermediates tournament for players rated below 800 in chess report. So the tournament was won by Vihan and Pratham. So let's look at, Vihas and Pratham. Let's look at Vihas's four games first. We'll just go through the game, see what he did right that made him the winner along with Pratham. So Vihas was white in this game. He played e4, c5, knight out, attacking the queen. Queen takes the pawn forward. There's a threat to the queen, which of course he sees. He moves the queen to e5, attacks the queen. Queen goes to b5, giving a check. Knight blocks the check. Knight out, pawn forward, knight out, out, bishop c4. Both sides are getting ready to castle. Black castles, pawn forward, knight g4, rook f1. That's a slight mistake because you should just castle here, right? You don't need to play rook f1. If you want rook f1, you can just castle. Because along with getting the rook on f1, you also get your king to g1, which is an added advantage. So he plays rook f1, which is a mistake. Knight d4, queen a4. Queen is attacked. He moves it away. Knight takes, pawn takes. Knight takes. So Vihas is in some trouble now. He has lost one pawn and he's about to lose a second pawn. King moves, knight check, king moves, bishop attacking the queen, queen a3, knight takes, and there comes a fork also. So in the first round of the tournament, Vihas is in big trouble. He's losing a rook. Bishop takes. Now black just exchanges of all the pieces. Rook moves out of the threat. Queen takes. Bishop c6, bishop d3, pawn forward, bishop c4, bishop d5. Black is playing well actually. So in this position, his opponent's name is Arav. Arav tries to exchange of the bishop also. Takes. Now there's only three pieces left for Vihas. He is down by an exchange and a lot of pawns, 2 pawns. So it's a completely lost position. But let's see how he turned it around. E5, queen c7, queen takes. And that was a decisive mistake made by Arav. Arav went ahead with the most natural move, rook takes pawn, but then comes the decisive finish. And good players find these moments, and Vihas grabbed it. Queen check, and it's mate. Rook has to block, checkmate. So he got the chance and he took it in the first round against Arav. Second round, he was black against Tanai. E4, E5, knight out, bishop out. So it's a normal opening. Pieces are just coming out. Knight G4. Does not make any threat though. H3. Knight goes back. Bishop G5. Again, he is in some trouble. The knight's pinned. H6. Takes. Knight A4. Takes. Bishop. Knight. Pawn forward. Knight back. Takes. D4. Takes. Bishop B7. So again, we are down to in a very quiet position with just 4 pieces. Queens are there on the board, but there's still only 4 pieces. Tanai gives up the pawn. So Vihas gets a pawn there. Pawn forward, queen g6, and now there's a big threat of checkmate. Tanai defends it. G2 was a threat, queen g2. You see, defends it. Rook c1, pawn forward, queen g3, knight e2. So Tanai is playing well. He's fighting back, even though he's down a pawn. This bishop is really good for Vihas, and the queen is also active. Queen has now pinned the rook. King f1. Rook c5, a very nice move. Getting the rook into the game with this nice lift. Queen takes d7, bishop d3. Now there's a pin along this diagonal. The knight is pinned. Rook d1, bishop goes back. Queen goes back to exchange. Of course, Vihas does not want to exchange queens because if you exchange, it's just an equal position. There's no attack. b4. Rook d5 was a big mistake by Vihas. Did Tanai take it? Tanai can simply grab the rook. It's a free piece. Did he miss it? Sorry, where were we? Let me take you back to the position. We were, here. Rook d5. Tanai did not see it. He misses a very basic capture and he goes back. He could have won the game by capturing the rook. So full rook. Queen goes back, rook takes, queen takes, c4. Tanai finds a nice fork here. But the problem is it's attacked by two pieces. And there's only one defense. So Vihas can just take it. He takes it. Now the position is really good. Vihas is a pawn up. The king is not so safe. The knight is pinned. It's all going bad. Oh, but here Vihas gives up the piece. Tanai could again get a win here. He captures it. Rook e8, threatening queen takes knight. Vihas does not defend it. He plays rook c3, not defending the knight. In this position, Vihas is a knight up. He should have defended the knight by playing rook back to c2 or some queen move. But he gives up the knight, and now it's Vihas who's back in the game. King moves, on forward, takes, rook c2, queen d3, rook d2, queen e3 check, and then check again, queen e5, rook e2, queen e3. So the pieces are just moving about, and then comes a decisive move. Queen f2 was a very good move. King is not safe at all, and now rook e2. Rook e1 would have won the queen. This was a easier win for Vihas. Rook e2, he's threatening queen g2 or queen h2 checkmate, but Tanai can defend it by playing queen g1. Did Tanai do it? No, he did not defend. He just resigned here. He did not defend. Actually what happened was his internet got disconnected in this position. Position is already bad. Even if you play queen g1, I can still continue the game with queen f5. Actually, queen g1 does not do much because rook e1 and the queen is gone. So the position was lost already. It's -10. So that's how Vihas won the second game. This was another roller coaster ride for Vihas, but he came on top by taking the opportunity in the crucial moments. Third round, he was white and he was playing Joe. So let's see how this game went. E4, E5, knight out, queen f6, knight out. So Joe has made the mistake of taking out the queen early, which means Vihas can just attack it with moves like bishop g5 or knight d5, bishop b5, g5. So Vihas is being threatened with this move, and the knight cannot move because queen f2 checkmate. So there's a big threat in the position. He did not see it. d3. Wow. And he's losing a knight. The knight cannot move. But he finds bishop g5. That's a nice defense. Now you cannot take the knight because queen's hanging. And if the queen moves, then the knight is free to move. Knight can move or you can make other moves because there's no checkmate. Queen cannot stay on this line. There's no square for the queen. Queen moves, bishop goes back, but could have just taken the piece. Joe could have just taken the piece for free. He misses it. Now the position is bad. He's losing a pawn. Queen is being attacked. Bishop takes knight, and now he's down a piece and a pawn. Oh, and the rook also. Wow, Joe has completely crumbled here. He moves, castles, bishop, d4, f6, g3. So you can see that he's seeing these threats really well. Of course, if the knight moves somewhere, then there's queen h2 checkmate. So a good player sees these kind of threats very easily. He does not miss them. He plays g3, good defense. Queen moves, and then he moves the knight. Knight f6, and that's a fork. He's losing the queen. That's black. And from here, it should not be a difficult conversion for Vihas. Joe actually resigns here. Fourth round, the crucial round. He's playing with Nivan. Round 4. And if he wins, he'll be the champ. He'll be the winner, co-winner. Let's see what happened. He was black. Bishop out, knight out, d3, knight out, bishop, pawn, takes, knight h3. One common mistake that I see here is after h6, many people are just taking it. You can just keep it back. Keep the pressure. Don't give up the spin so easily. If your opponent plays g5, be happy. He's pushed his g-pawn. Cannot castle with peace of mind. So when you take, it makes it easy for black. Bishop check, c3. This check is also not really good because you're just inviting to be attacked. Castles, bishop back, castles, knight d5, a6. Okay, again, there was no threat from the knight. This was defended. Knight take. Oh, that's a full piece by Nivan. He did not see the bishop defending the pawn. The knight had to just go back. Now Vihas is a piece up. Takes, d6, queen g6, threatening bishop takes knight. Nivan moves the knight out of there. Knights are again attacked. Knight a4, h4, queen moves, e5. So Nivan is playing some nice moves, but here it's a free pawn. Vihas could have just grabbed the pawn. He didn't have to move the queen. Queen is being attacked relentlessly, but now there's no problem. He gave a knight also for free, did Nivan. From here, the bishop was pinned. Bishop b6, e4, e5, bishop e5, and the queen is gone. The bishop was pinned, and when he moved it, the queen's gone. And from here, he must have converted easily. He's grabbing pieces, taking out pieces one by one. Oh, that was a free piece. That wasn't needed. Made it hard for himself. Now he will need to. Oh, wow. Nice move. The pawn is pinned. That means when king moves, queen h3, queen takes, queen check again. The queen is completely using that square, and now the rook is gone. So here Nivan resigned. So this was how Vihas became the co-champion of the tournament. Let's look at Pratham's journey. Pratham was black in this game. Let's see how it went. E4, e5, knight out, knight out, knight out, bishop out. Regular opening, just taking out pieces. D5. D5 was a free piece, right? The knight can just capture it. So Pratham blundered a piece there by playing D5 too early. C3, knight back. He gets a piece back right away. So what his opponent should have done was he should have just moved the knight. There was no need to play a move like knight f3. Then takes, moves, takes. Oh, queen got lost there. When the knight moved here, it disconnected the rook and the queen. Queen takes queen. And then now it's very easy. Just get the queen into the game and it will be all over. Queen e1. Wow. The point of queen e1 is if rook takes, rook takes rook is checkmate because the square is guarded. It's a nice idea. Computer doesn't like it and the opponent falls for it. He just falls for it. So what the opponent should have done was, his opponent was Adhiraj, he should have just moved the bishop out somewhere here. And then the rook will defend this rook. So there's no problem. And he fell for the checkmate. That was the first round. Second round, he was playing Ria and he was white in the game. I remember watching this game. He was in trouble. He lost a piece somewhere in the opening. So you can see here. Oh, wait. Ria was white. So he got a piece here. Pratham got a piece here for free. Queen moves. Bishop out. And Ria gets a piece right back. Some basic blunders from both players. And here you can see that he's playing a little too brave. Like he's going for the attack without developing any of his pieces, without castling, which is not a good idea. Okay, now this is dangerous. This line can be dangerous. Like if there was support, this rook could come here. Not right now. C3, B6, F3. He moves back and rook e1. Now the king cannot castle anytime soon. No? Bishop g5. Pratham just castles, losing the piece. Takes. Now Ria is up by a piece. She should have converted it. She should have. And she gives up the rook for no reason. She just had to play knight out, get the rook in the game, and continue the game. You're up a piece. You should just play on instead of giving back material. Now Pratham is back in the game. He just needs his pieces to be. There goes another piece. Pawn that was supporting the knight moved. So knight's gone. Takes. Pratham was just capturing things. C5. Now the rook is coming in the game. You can see both rooks are doubled. One rook is going to come to e2. And that will that's a full rook for Pratham. And of course he takes it. And then rook e2, one more piece is gone. Now, he should have brought this rook to e2. That would have made it difficult for Ria. A rook gone. He blunders a rook there. He blunders one more rook. Oh my god. Pratham played some really careless moves there. And luckily, Ria just allows the exchange of queens. Now this is over, right? So she should have just kept the queens and played on. Here it's very easy for Pratham. The pawns just going to run on queen. So when you're down by a lot of material, you should not exchange stuff. When you exchange, you also don't have anything to attack with. And here we have the 2 queen checkmate. Third round he was facing. Let's see whose opponent was. His opponent was Akshat. He was white. Let's see what happened. D4, E5, knight out, takes, queen E2. So this is a very well-known opening idea. In this opening, you cannot play knight takes pawn. You have to play D6 and then play knight takes pawn. Because when you play knight takes pawn, queen E2 comes. And then knight C3. There was D3. D3 was winning. Not knight C3. Takes. He gets a pawn. Winning move. Knight C6. Yeah. He finds it. There is a discovered attack on the king, which Akshat misses. And now the queen's gone. Takes. This is a very easy game now. Just check. He blundered a piece there, but his queen is really active, and he gets a rook. He could have taken the rook. Simple move. Now he takes it. Wow, he gets the other rook also. It's a knight. He's basically sweeping the board with the queen, completely clearing all the pieces. And we'll have a checkmate soon, I hope. Check, yeah, we have a checkmate with the rook and the queen. And the last game, the all-important last round, he was playing against Ishwar Gowda. He was black. Let's see how that game went. E4, E5, knight out, bishop out, knight out, D3, bishop out, takes, knight, takes, castles, D6. So it's a very common opening. You're just developing your pieces very slowly. He loses a pawn there. It was not needed. Here he could have just played pawn C5 and defended the pawn. Anyway, he loses a pawn and then he plays C5. That's funny. G5. Wow. Takes. G4. Whoa, with the king here, he's pushing his pawn. It is risky, but his opponent does not take advantage of it. Now queen D2. Knight takes. This could be dangerous for Pratham. Queen takes pawn. Wow, Engine is saying it's winning. It's queen H6, queen F4, everything wins. Takes pawn, D5, bishop comes back. You can see the reason why king is not safe, because he pushed the G and H pawns. So there's a big moment. But in this position, after bishop D3, wait. Oh, sorry. It was Ishwar who was black. My bad. Ishwar was black. So all these mistakes that I was saying Pratham made, it was Ishwar's mistake. Pushing the G pawn like here. A move like G5. This was a mistake. Pushing up the pawn too much is bad. And now H6 pawn is gone. White is completely winning. And then he moves the knight, allowing queen H7 checkmate. The mistake Ishwar makes here is pushing the G pawn and H pawn too much, giving up the cover of the king. White king is totally safe, black king is not. So the pieces run to the queen king side and give checkmate. So as you can see in these games by our co-champions, they have also made mistakes. They made terrible mistakes. But when it mattered, they took their opportunity with both hands. That is why they were able to become champions. So you need a good knowledge of tactics, some opening knowledge, and the mental strength to win. That is what is needed for a champion. So Vihas and Pratham did it this time. Let's see who does it in the next one.